Hello, shalom, hola, and welcome to the Spiritual Life with Mystic Reverend Travis Tidwell. That's me. And I want to introduce my guest here, Ashley.
What's up, party people?
Party. Wow. And I want to introduce my executive producer, Athena. She's also my daughter / high priestess and sacred dragon. And this podcast is powered by the Lord God Yahweh, the Holy and Divine Spirit, Sacred Dragon, and us. So welcome. This is episode 25, it looks like.
I know.
Wow, and it's just going so quick. You know, I'm wondering if people really understand, even before we get to our topic here tonight, if they really understand that we're losing about 3 seconds per minute per day in time.
Yes, actually, I came across an article that said that the Doomsday Clock has now stopped because of the way the Earth is spinning. So it's funny you bring that up.
Yes, because if people figure this out, the planet at the beginning of creation, boy, we're really off topic tonight.
You know, so we'll get back, I promise.
Yeah, we'll get back here just to say this. But yeah, it's spinning at a frequency that when initially it was created, it's not. Mm-hmm. And every time the Earth axis is tilted, it changes the frequency. Now, let's go back, probably 30, 40 years ago. This ghost stuff wasn't popular, and it wasn't even happening as much as we see it now. And that's not just because of video. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It seems like with the frequencies, there's been overlaps of worlds between the third dimension and the fourth dimension.
Yes, the multiverses.
Yeah, and so that's what's going on right now, so to speak. But here's Ashley. I wanted to, hey, Ashley.
Hey, I know I've been on the show a few times.
Yeah,
Hi, everybody.
Yeah. Ashley just did a women's group for full moon. Huh?
Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. It went better than expected. I kind of shocked myself, but we did a few self-affirmations, some rituals. Like we wrote some stuff down about bad habits that we want to let go. Burned it, and then we just released it, and we ended it with sparklers. So it was very magical. Thank you for asking.
You girls, but yeah, that sounds beautiful. No, that's really perfect because the full moon is used for that, and such a great time to do that at the beginning of this year, 2021. Very good for you. I mean,
thank you.
Yeah, what a great initiator you are there.
I'm starting to feel more empowered within myself, and I'm definitely want to be of service to others. And I know I usually talk about that with you.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Yeah, that's right. No, I mean, I pray every day to be of service to people and hoping that, whatever I do and for them is going to be a purpose, a blessing at least. But tonight we're talking about Kundalini.
Ooh.
Many variations of this, by the way, too. But Ashley did some research. Go ahead and tell us, Ashley, what did you find out when you searched that?
Man, so I started realizing that like Kundalini, it can either happen spontaneously where people are not even trying, and then there's times where people are trying, and I mean they talk about like where it radiates from like the middle of your lower back through your heightened state. It helps with your intuition. It's elevating your spirit basically. But then they, I don't know. I hope I'm saying his name right. It's Saggaru. He's really famous. I'm so sorry if I'm massacring his name, but he was saying that yoga. Ooh.
Prabhu Yogananda?
No. Kundalini Yoga is one of the most dangerous yogas. It's very potent. So
I've done actually Kundalini Yoga, to be honest with you.
Okay, so you got to tell me about that. What about that?
That's a lot of breathing. I talked to the avatar briefly after a yoga class, Kundalini Yoga, and it's funny, we kind of laughed at each other. We said, hey, how everybody talks about Kundalini, she starts laughing. I go, yeah. I go, it's amazing how there's so many mixed varieties of what Kundalini is. I go, but the basic thing for Kundalini is life force.
Yes.
We all have Kundalini. Now, when you said the base chakra, and you get that swirling sensation, there's a sensation you get from Kundalini.
Absolutely.
That's incredible. I've had it happen several times in my lifetime. It doesn't happen every day. Now, maybe if you were a monk, somebody, or you're living this total spiritual life of being able to home, 24/7, maybe it'd be different. But for those of us who are working and participating in our daily life, it doesn't happen that way. You wouldn't be able to survive that way anyway. It's very powerful, and yes, it does. When it is activated, it is a sign that it's activating the higher.
Your higher self.
Higher chakras. That's the serpent that comes up. You see
the coiled serpent
in the caduceus.
At the
exactly. That's in all of us. That's the twin flame. Next episode. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, I'm so excited about that episode. You guys have to tune in.
Well, that'll be the never-ending episode on that one. But no, that's how that whole thing is working for us.
Yeah.
So Kundalini is just a natural life force. It's there. Everybody has Kundalini. It is the serpent within you, which is something that I feel has to be honored. It's your sex drive even. It's what keeps you alive is Kundalini.
I think a lot of people do associate it with sex drive. But for me, I've learned completely opposite of that.
Right. Well, there's not much to it, to be very honest with you. You also have to look at your base chakra as being your instinctual chakra. Because we do have instincts just like animals do. This doesn't feel good. That's just more than intuition sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Even when you study tarot cards, they're talking about how the solar plex, the soul has its own instincts.
Oh, absolutely. I believe that.
So, that could be very possible too. So that's another aspect of it. I feel like the Kundalini is the spark of life within each soul. And no matter where you go, your Kundalini energy should be following you, even though it might be transforming into a different vibration of itself.
Okay, so I think something that people would want to know, at least from my perspective, is how would they know when it's activated? Like, how does that feel? Because I heard like there's a wide range, becoming like a little nauseous sometimes, to sometimes like getting the chills, to getting because some people weren't ready for it to activate, so they can go in kind of a bad.
Actually, it was. I want to use the word sensation. You could feel a swirling sensation within your base right there in that chakra. Also, amazingly enough, there was also something going on with my root chakra at the time. But that Kundalini energy, it's hot, it's quick, it's stirring in that part of your body. And so as it's doing that, it's exciting you, which means that everything's going to your brain. You know what I'm saying? And the brain's probably, processing things for me, which I'm getting later after the experience more than during the experience.
So do you feel like superhuman? Like, are you feeling like
not at all.
Like Super Saiyan, like on Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I'm envisioning it,
Do you hear that, Dragon Ball Z executive producer, huh?
I love Dragon Ball.
Are you watching TikTok while we're doing this? No. What are you watching?
She's all Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, you're right. No, it's a great feeling.
Yes.
I want to go back to the word sensation. There's just a not only just a feeling like a current of energy, there is a sensation of energy. It's really on some level maybe even undescribable, but like I said before, it's a stirring. You feel that in your base and your chakra. It's like, my God. What is going on? You first might be thinking, wow, just what's going on? And then when it's over, you're thinking, what the hell just happened? You know what I'm saying? Most of the time you're happy. You're excited, because I'm using the word sensation, and not in the lustful way, okay? I mean, let's get away from I'm talking a real pure sensation, something you've never maybe experienced before. Now, the yogas and the gurus who meditate 24/7. They get it all the time. They know how to direct it. It's very powerful. It can boost everything. Your body's like getting a super shot of vitamin B or something.
So now that we're talking about this, like, what is the beneficial factor? So one of them would be getting in touch with your higher self.
Well, I would definitely suggest, if you really want to work with your Kundalini at its maximum capacity, I would say Kundalini Yoga.
Okay, so so how is this going to improve, I guess, your life force? Like, how does it make your day better? Are you going to? Well,
I tell you what. At the time, I felt it did enhance my sex drive.
I guess that makes people's days better, right?
You hear that, guys out there? You hear that, girls? Now get into Kundalini Yoga. No, COVID's here. No, there was a heightened sensation of elevation for me consciously from that experience. I walked out feeling happy. It wasn't like I felt like I could, walk on water or split the Red Sea yet, but it was a very good feeling. The breathing and techniques and some of the chanting we did were very unique. It's not like regular yoga at all, but it is my favorite yoga. It is. So hopefully, when everything goes back to kind of a normal thing here, I'll get back to it.
And so, I'm assuming this aligns the chakras as well. Then,
Pardon?
when it's activated. when the Kundalini is
Oh
activated.
yeah. All the chakras are in perfect alignment. You know, those are these circular energies. I've seen the chakras live before, and these swirling energies. And you know, you have to understand that when that Kundalini is activated, it's like this whole thing sparks, and everything just kind of stands still and is open in alignment. You know, at the same time, because that Kundalini is rising through each chakra.
And so as soon as that happens, do you just sit in the moment and just enjoy it? And how long does this feeling last?
You know, for me, it might have lasted 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It wasn't long. And let me tell you something. That happened after my spiritual awakening. That happened after my spiritual awakening, where I was conscious enough, to know that, you know, this was something that I wanted to happen, you know. And when it happened, it was like, wow.
Well, I'm glad you separated the two so people don't think that they're one and the same. It's like, so one is separate, which is the spiritual awakening, and then there's also the activation of the Kundalini.
Yes, that's exactly my point. A lot of people just from spiritual awakenings are so overwhelmed. It's like, oh my God, it's all too much for me.
It's a lot to take in. It is a lot. It is a lot sometimes, though.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm a newbie, so I'm going through a lot of these as we're speaking. Not like currently right now, but like on my day-to-day life, you know. And sometimes there's some days that are a little bit more intense than others. I've known you
for, you know,
like
it's been a
3
couple
years.
Years.
Yeah,
3 years. So I mean, there's been some elevation for you. I see that.
A lot.
You know, I do see that for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And while we're talking here, let's just take a quick break, and I just want to promote my album, Travis Tidwell, Time Has Come, on Spotify,
It's
iTunes.
New Age.
It's New Age spiritual music. I want to also promote this podcast on YouTube. For those of you out there who are listening to us in your car, hopefully, and having a better day from our episodes here, go to my YouTube channel, Travis Tidwell Podcast, and you can see us right there. I also want to promote Ashley. She has her Etsy going on. Is it official yet?
Oh, no, it's coming up, though. We're making bracelets. I'm doing little bath salts. I'm really excited because I really wanted to just give people mindful moments and actually, more importantly, self-discovery tools and understand their power. This goes back to the goddess thing, okay?
Right.
So I'm really excited.
Well, all men love the goddess unless they're not.
You know what? If you're not treating her like a goddess and if she's not
shame
a goddess,
on you.
Shame on you.
But I also believe in worship me as the God I am, and I will worship you as the goddess you are. And wow. Doesn't that sound like fun?
Yeah, it has to be even balanced.
Yeah, but also, too, you just did a women's group, a full moon empowerment group, too, didn't you?
Yeah.
I just said earlier,
Yeah, just a little bit. But
will you be doing that again in the future?
Oh, you know, I've had a few people reach out, and I would very much like to because I really feel that everybody connected on a real level. I was really happy and pleasantly surprised that people were honest. That was the thing.
Right.
And I was like, yes, this is the growth that we need. Like, yes.
Right. You know, this
is the Kundalini opening up for us all, you know.
You know, I used to have a pamphlet for Sacred Dragon that said enlightenment starts here, but I had to change it because I realized that if you're not enlightened, I can't help you. So I had to change my philosophy is that for Sacred Dragon, this is the road to empowerment. That's what Sacred Dragon is. It's the journey for empowerment. And I'll be having those pamphlets digitally sent out to everybody here soon, hopefully.
I know they're going to be packed full of information.
Yeah. You can also go to my website, TravisTidwell.us, and you can check out this website. It's not launched yet. Officially, my business isn't really working right now. I kind of temporarily shut it down.
Yes.
I've been doing the free classes on Zoom.
Of course.
For everybody for, COVID and the free meditation. But this spring, God willing, things get a little bit better. Then we're going to relaunch this website. It's going to be launched this spring equinox. And Ashley is involved in helping me run it, and she's going to be contributing some articles.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to have a horoscope column from my Solomon information that's going to be
badass. Let me just tell you about these horoscopes. They're going to be pretty on point because once upon a time when I first met Travis, I think you had told me, okay, you're going to get 3 traffic tickets. Keep in mind, it was up maybe, I haven't had any traffic tickets for like 5 years. And then right after, maybe like 3 weeks later, it was like bam, bam, bam. And I'm telling you, that was pretty freaking spot on.
Well, thank you for that. Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, I've been
Well, not
giving,
the tickets. The tickets were
yeah,
great.
I've been giving psychic readings for 32 years now. And so for any of you who haven't had a psychic reading from me, my God, you know, you hit me up at TravisTidwellPodcast.com. In fact, I'll tell you right now, if you don't know who your assigned angel is, shame on you. If
you
you
really
haven't,
should reach out.
yeah, if you haven't taken time to pray and meditate and love yourself a little bit and connect to Source, shame on you. You know, this is the Matrix, people.
We're in COVID.
You
What
know?
else are you doing at home?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, start getting connected to the self.
Yeah, and for those of you who are out there working, you need this even more because, you know, you need to be developing your higher self and strengthening your aura.
And activating that Kundalini so
Yes.
you can understand how much power you really have.
You bet. Also, too, you know, working with Kundalini is also going to be activated, I feel, more spiritually. Excuse me. Is because before I became spiritual, I didn't know what a chakra was. I didn't know what the hell was going on with a chakra, you know. And so I knew then, learning how to use my chakras, and I had some very powerful experiences with chakras. And so I just, at some point, once I guess I had exercised them and oiled them up good and was knowing how to use them, you know what I'm saying? Then that activated my Kundalini, and then that's when everything was just like pow. It's just a high sensation. It really, really is. But like I was telling this yoga teacher, I go, it's just Kundalini, it's just life force. And she goes, yes, it is. You know, and if you want to develop it higher, you can. But I would definitely promote, you know, Kundalini Yoga for sure. Yoga will help it. Don't get me wrong. Prayer meditation is going to help it. Don't get me wrong. You know, but to really develop that, oh my God, yeah, you take yoga, Kundalini Yoga.
I can barely just do yoga on its own. Stand on one leg.
It's not so much standing.
No, I can barely do yoga, so I couldn't even imagine.
We didn't even stand.
Oh my gosh,
It
just
was
all
sitting
breathing.
down, breathing. There's different sitting positions, breathing, and some chanting. It was very interesting energy. Very interesting. I'd never experienced that before. I've done yoga before, and honestly, every time I've done yoga, my back hurt.
Yeah, I've had a bad week in yoga before, and it's not a fun week at all whatsoever.
So for those of you, and I've dated girls who do yoga, and they've got great body. I go, oh, I can appreciate yoga. But me doing yoga, yeah, maybe I'll try to get back to that. But I think the first thing I'll do is take Kundalini Yoga some more. That would be the ideal thing. And maybe some Tai Chi. I'm thinking about coming up with some Tai Chi.
How long would you think that it would take for somebody to master Kundalini Yoga?
Man, that's a good question. I mean, I've been spiritually conscious for 32 years. I've been doing this for, actually 33 years. I've been doing this for 32 years. And I've only had, you know, moments of having that over the years happen. You know, in meditation, maybe what I'm sensing that in meditation, it's active. I don't feel it because it's already been activated. So it's desensitized itself in someone with me. But if you really want to truly master it, I'd go see a Kundalini Yoga instructor and ask them, because that's the only way you're going to master it. You're going to have to develop and devote your time to it, you know, with nothing else.
Of course, yes.
On some level, if you're going to do that. I felt like whatever I got, I needed. You know what I'm saying? Once COVID's gone, like I said, I'll probably go back to it. But even the way they sit with your legs crossed, I don't meditate that way, and they do. My legs hurt for 3 days. My knees, I got bad knees. I'm like, oh, this meditation is kicking my ass. So, you know, I'm not limber like that, you know. And so I suffer, but probably the more I do it, the better it'll get, you know. So I'm open to that, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, Kundalini energy also, like I said, not only do your chakras have to be activated, but your root chakra is also part of that energy. So as we see, we're talking about the staff of Hermes, who's my spirit guide, the caduceus, the two serpents, that's within us. You know,
Yes.
That is the serpent energy. We have the serpent within us. In fact, the word human, the word you is serpent. It's reptilian.
Is it? I got to look into that.
Look into that.
I'm going to look into
and
that.
you can hit me up on the next episode.
Absolutely.
I'm
Because you know
serious.
you will. No, I'll look into it for sure.
Yeah, human. And as we were also talking with Kundalini energy, we're talking Kundalini energy, but, you know, along with Kundalini energy, there has to be a feeling of consciousness, awareness, elevation, you know, evolving in some way where you're seeking the higher. you know, and as you're reaching to be more in tune with your higher self, and you are meditating and praying, you know, I feel that's when really you can receive more of your Kundalini, and you're more aware, and you can activate it more, and maybe in some more blissful way for yourself. But it's going to take work, you know.
I felt all of this takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
They make it seem so easy on TV, I swear, or on the internet.
Well,
at least.
you know,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, it just
Follow my instructions, and you can get there in 30 days. You're like, hell no.
Yeah, you know, and
Takes
some people
longer.
are gifted and they can do it, and some people can't. It just depends on each individual soul. You know, I feel like one of the things that we're blessed with is the Oracle of Tarot, and that's the tool that's, you know, been very good to me, and has enlightened me in many ways, and it still enlightens me. You know, it's like, that'll never stop. So, you know, it's the most beautiful thing I've ever studied for an oracle, and it's one of the few oracles I feel. Now, don't get me wrong, you could meditate on any glyph and receive something from it, you know, and elevate possibly in some way from it. But only through tarot and meditation and working through tarot are you going to elevate your psyche and become a medium.
I'm not going to lie. I love my cards, and I'm a collector of decks.
Yeah.
DECKS.
Decks. Tarot decks.
Tarot decks.
Yeah, no, seriously, I understand that. I love tarot.
It's pretty amazing. And I'm learning a lot about myself as well.
You bet.
And once you understand yourself better, you start understanding the people around you a lot better.
Yes. All right, so on that note, I guess we're just going to have to close up our podcast tonight. Hope you liked what we shared about Kundalini. So if you're having other effects in your life than what we described, and you feel like you're having a nervous breakdown because you've had an awakening, it's not really due to your Kundalini.
Yes.
Because you already have it. You know, it's
but if
keeping
you have
you
any
alive.
questions, what's that email again, though?
Yeah, Travis, what is it? Travis Tidwell podcast @gmail.com. You can get a hold of Ashley on Instagram.
The Pisces Life Coach.
Pisces Life Coach. I'm on Instagram, One Sacred Dragon. But yeah, if you want to email me, check out my music on Spotify. Time Has Come with Travis Tidwell.
It's new age.
Yeah, it's definitely cutting
New
edge.
age.
Definitely Kabbalistic in a lot of ways. And
you might want to roll one.
Yeah, you might want to roll. Yeah, that's right. It's legal here in California. No, but seriously, and really, if you don't know who your assigned angel is, give me an email, and I will get back to you. Maybe we'll say it on the air. So I wish everybody out there peace and love.
Good night, everyone.
And I want to bless you and your family, your friends, your pets, and everybody you know. And I want to thank my executive producer here, Athena, for her hard work. And I want to thank Ashley for being here and sharing this information.
Thank you.
And being such a special person. And we wish y'all peace and love. Thank you. Time has come to
Time has come for a change.